Hey guys, Cal from the Do-It-Yourself Lawn and Garden Hacks podcast once again, where we are getting into our three-part series about low voltage landscape lighting and teaching you everything you need to know about that. Over the next three videos, we're going to answer all the commonly asked questions as well as how to avoid a bunch of landscape lighting mistakes, walk you through how to install your own landscape lighting system to give you the confidence to do that and teach you some tricks on how to save money, as well as teach you all the lighting techniques that professionals use to create outstanding landscape lighting projects and how to do it efficiently, have it look good, and save money. And a quick little hint in here, if you're listening to this, Black Friday is right around the corner. Go to our website, lightingdoctor.ca. This code's only going to be valid for a couple days, but use coupon code Black Friday at checkout and you're going to save a substantial amount of money. So please go check it out. Enter that in the coupon code section and get some great savings. So I hope you guys enjoy this podcast, and please keep those questions and comments coming.
Welcome to Lawn and Garden Hacks, presented by the Irrigation and Lighting Doctor, where we share all the best time and money-saving tips, tools, and ideas for all you do-it-yourself weekend warriors who want to have the best-looking home and gardens on the block and be the envy of all your neighbors. Be sure to follow the Lighting Doctor on Facebook and YouTube for more amazing lawn and garden hacks. And leave your comments and questions. We love your feedback.
Hey guys, it's Cal from the Lighting Doctor. Thanks again for tuning in to our three-part video series here where we're going to answer everything that you need to know about low voltage landscape lighting. So thanks to everybody who sent in your comments and your questions over the last 12 months, but specifically everybody who sent those in over the last few days. That's what we're going to use. We're going to answer all your guys' questions. And although we have well over 100 videos on YouTube, there's a lot of information out there about landscape lighting. And what we've done is we've taken those 100 plus videos and we've condensed them down into 3 videos now that we're going to cover everything from, the advantages of landscape lighting and the benefits of LED over incandescent systems. We're going to teach you how to increase the curb appeal and hopefully the value of your home, how to increase the security. We're going to walk you through step 1 through 10 exactly how to install a landscape lighting system, what lights to choose, where to use them, how to wire them, how to choose your transformer properly, how to make that system run on a smart Wi-Fi system, how to change the color of your lights for Christmas, all those types of things. And then we're going to kind of wrap it up showing you some actual tips and techniques and tricks that professional landscape lighting designers use, and just so that you can make it look as good as possible if you're looking to install your own landscape lighting system. And I often get asked questions, well, why are you doing this? Because aren't you a landscape lighting contractor? And says, absolutely. And do you make more money when you install a system or if somebody else does? This is no question. We make more money when we go and install a system for somebody, but I'm also not blind and understand the fact that there's a lot of people who want to save some money and just go do it themselves. And in all honesty, it's not that hard to install a low voltage landscape lighting system. Low voltage landscape lighting has kind of been a game changer, especially with the introduction of LED in landscape lighting. It's made it very simple and easy that anybody can go do it. And all we're really here to do is coach you along, avoiding those mistakes that we made early on too. But avoid those mistakes. So you only have to do it once and you do it right the first time. You're not having to continually go and fix your system and replace lights and all those kinds of things. And we want it to look good. So we want to teach you those little subtleties and tips and tricks that you can go and put in place when you're installing your system so that it looks as good as possible. It lasts for a long time. And that's why we're doing it. So whether you decide to buy your lighting kits from us or somewhere else online, I've got no problem with that, but if we can help your system look just a little bit better and make it a little bit easier for you and have you put in a quality system instead of all the cheap garbage that you see in all the home improvement stores and the cheap solar lighting that's out there, then that's what we want to do, and that's why we put this series together. So we hope you enjoy it. Keep sending us your questions and your comments, and we're going to keep answering those, and we really do hope you guys enjoy this and find it very beneficial when you're installing your own landscape lighting system, or hope it maybe intrigues you to think about putting your own lighting system. Whether you're a homeowner, an irrigation contractor, a landscape designer that doesn't do it, doesn't have a system, or hasn't done it in the past, I want you to seriously consider looking into it now, and hopefully these videos will help you do that. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of this series. Hey guys, so why install landscape lighting? I mean, there's lots of reasons to do it. I mean, there's security reasons. Obviously, if you have a well-lit backyard or front yard, I mean, it's going to be safer, less chance of criminal activity or whatever going on. It helps highlight different walking areas and stuff, so you're not having people fall and slip and all that. Lots of other advantages. I'd say the real advantage though is, I mean, it looks really cool. It looks awesome. People spend a boatload of money on landscaping and landscape design, and yet at night it just disappears because they don't go put any lights in. And I mean, if you're watching this and you're a landscape designer or a landscaper and you're not installing landscape lights in your system, then I think you need to give your head a shake, because one, I mean, it adds a ton of value to your projects. So I mean, it looks phenomenal. You're leaving business on the table because one, it's an extra source of revenue, but two, I think the biggest thing is the extra source of referrals, because if you do a really good job on a landscape project, I mean, it looks great. I mean, a well-designed landscape looks awesome, but at night it disappears. Whereas if your clients could see that at night, and their friends came over and they could see that at night, especially in the winter when it's actually dark out and they lose that landscape that you just put in for most of the evening and when they're entertaining their friends, I think it's crazy. I think if you had that lit up and you had lights in there properly and they see that, they're going to be that much more impressed. You're going to get a ton more referral business because all their friends are going to see that, and I guarantee you they're going to love the look of it if it's done properly, and you're going to get more business out of it. So I mean, if you're a landscaper and you're not doing landscape lighting in your projects, I think you're crazy. If you're a homeowner, I get it that maybe it's something you've thought is maybe too complicated, because it used to be. I mean, a lot of people think you need to be an electrician to do it. You don't. The benefit of low voltage landscape lighting is it's very safe. You basically have a transformer like this that plugs into an outlet now that converts all that 110, 120 volt power down to 12 volts, which is extremely safe, which means you don't need a journeyman ticket to go and install this. You're not going to zap yourself and fry yourself and have to worry about all that kind of stuff and which wires to put where. It makes it very simple. And then you take that a step further and you go from LED landscape lighting versus the old incandescent lighting. Well, now you've eliminated a lot of the worries about voltage drop and how to run your wire properly and all those kinds of things that you really had to know a lot about to put in landscape lighting with the old systems. Now with LED, you don't have to worry about too much of that. It saves you power, which saves you money. You can design your system with a lot more flexibility, because now you can put a lot more lights on a simple little transformer like this. Whereas with an old incandescent system, if you wanted to put more than 10 lights on a system, you really needed to know what you were doing. You had to buy a big monster transformer to run that system. It just wasn't very effective, and although it looked good, it also wouldn't last that long, because with the old halogen and incandescent systems, just like the bulbs at your home, they run out that much quicker. With LED, I mean, a good outdoor rated LED bulb is going to last you 10, 15 years or plus. You're more likely going to have to change the actual fixture because it's going to get busted by one of your kids or a lawnmower than you are the actual bulb in it. So I mean, huge advancements which make it more accessible for the homeowner to go and do it now. And that's why you see all this landscape lighting and all these solar lights and stuff all over the shelves at these do-it-yourself stores in the springtime, do-it-yourself home improvement stores in the spring and the fall and stuff, is because people are lining up to go and buy this because they know it looks awesome. They've tried it before. They've put little dinky $5 solar lights in their yard and it looks good. And all we're trying to do is get people away from that and say, let's go do it right. Let's go and teach you that it's not this big fancy thing where only certain people can go and do it. And let's show you how to go and easily install your own low voltage landscape lighting system with all the benefits we have now with LED, with low voltage, all that kind of stuff. So that's those are really some of the reasons that that maybe you want to start looking at putting landscape lighting in. The security thing, obviously I think is important, but I think it looks cool, and that's probably the biggest advantage as to why people do it. I talked about the advantages of LED and incandescent. It makes it so much simpler for you, the homeowner, or whether it's your first time installing lights. It makes it a lot easier for you to design a system, and we're going to show you step by step how to go and do that, how to choose what kind of lights to put in, and how to actually install them. So again, it just makes that step a lot easier for you as well. In the next video series, I'm going to talk to you guys about sizing your transformer and stuff, and how many lights you can put on a transformer, what kind of lights to use, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to get too much into that right now, but just know that when you are looking at landscape lighting, there is a million things out there. There's a million products online that you can go and find, and that's part of the reason why we did put our do-it-yourself kits together. Is we want to make it as simple as possible for people to go do it, but we want to give them the right materials and products that a professional landscape lighting designer would actually install themselves. And if you're a landscaper out there and you're installing the stuff that's from the big box stores, please give your head a shake and consider getting lights from a real lighting manufacturer, so that stuff's going to last. Because if you're going to charge a client, I think it's only fair to them that you're giving them the best quality stuff. And that's the other thing to look at is when you're looking at installing a low voltage landscape lighting system, one thing to consider is if you're looking at an LED light, a good fixture, whether that be a path light or an uplight, if you're spending much less than $70 to $100 on that light, then it's probably not going to be a very good quality product, and it's not going to last as long. Not saying it's not going to do the job and it's not going to look good, because we're actually toying with our own Econo brand that is still a really good quality light. It's just not going to last the same as as a good premium fixture. But general rule of thumb, that $70 range, anything less than that, you're probably going to run into some troubles down the road. And I don't care if it has a lifetime guarantee. Nobody can give you a lifetime guarantee unless unless it's a crap product, and they're not going to do it for less. I mean, Dyson's a perfect example. Quality premium product. Pretty sure it has a lifetime guarantee. Even if it doesn't, if you have a problem with one of their vacuums, they're going to send it back. But they don't sell those vacuums cheap. There's a reason you pay more for them, is that lifetime guarantee. If you're getting a lifetime guarantee and you're paying half the price for any kind of low voltage landscape light, I would be a little bit leery about that, or weary about that lifetime guarantee. So there's just a couple things that that we've seen over the years. One of the most common questions I get about low voltage landscape lighting as well is with wiring. How deep do I need to bury the wire? All these questions about wiring. We're going to show you how to wire a fixture in a later video, but with low voltage, because it is low voltage, you don't have to worry about getting it 2 feet underground like you do with a line voltage wire. As long as you can get it deep enough in the ground so that, say, you're aerating or anything like that, you're not puncturing that wire, then that's all that matters. And it's not because if you puncture that wire you're going to get zapped or anything. It's just so you don't break that connection, right? And stay away from, again, those cheap piercing connections that you see at the home improvement stores that basically they puncture the wire and snap onto it. Because just think of that for a second. If you have a wire that's been buried under the ground and you go and start puncturing holes in it, what do you think is going to happen to that connection over time? Right? Water's going to get in there, dirt's going to get in there, and that connection's going to fail. And all of a sudden you got to go and find where the problem is and try and fix that. And trust me, I know we go and fix it all the time, and it's always the same damn connection. So we're going to show you how to use the proper wiring, the proper waterproof connection, so that you don't have to go and replace those connections as well in a later video. So hopefully that answered a couple questions, some of the advantages of different LED versus incandescent, of low voltage, why you should do that, why you should be putting landscape lighting in all your projects, whether you're a homeowner, whether you're a landscape designer, a landscaper, an irrigation consultant. That's how we started out. We were an irrigation company first and just saw a huge need for landscape lighting. There was people who wanted it, didn't know how to do it properly, and we wanted to fill that gap and fill that void, and that's how we got into it. If you are an irrigation contractor, I think there's also a huge benefit for you to do that for a number of reasons. I'll be recording a podcast in a couple weeks that gets into more detail about that, but hopefully that answered a bunch of questions. Please keep sending them before the next video. Your next video, we are going to touch on how to actually install low voltage landscape lighting, and more importantly, some of the different tips and techniques and tricks and how to go and do it like a professional, so that you can make the best use out of your lights, so that you don't just have to put a whole bunch of lights, but how you can maybe use one light to do the same thing that 3 lights can do. Again, trying to save you money and trying to make sure it gets done right. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully that video helped. Like I said, in the next video, we're going to get into a little bit more of the tips and techniques and tricks and different kinds of lights to use, where to use them, how to create different types of effects. Keep sending us your questions and your comments so we can keep answering your questions as we go forward. If you want to make sure you're not missing out on any of these, go to our website, sign up for our newsletter and our how-to guide, and we'll keep you posted, as well as follow us on social media at Lighting Doc, and you'll be able to see all the rest of these 3-part videos, as well as on YouTube, Facebook, and so on. So hope you guys enjoyed. Keep those questions coming, and we'll see you in the next video. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for the future episodes. We're going to get more detail about low voltage landscape lighting. And please be sure to go to lightingdoctor.ca and use coupon code Black Friday at checkout to save substantial amounts of money on all our do-it-yourself landscape lighting kits.
Hey guys, thanks for listening, and be sure to follow The Lighting Doctor on Facebook and YouTube for more amazing lawn and garden hacks. And leave your comments and questions. We love your feedback and look forward to talking with you again real soon. Have a great week.